with our headlines in the NBA. First thing in the NBA I want to talk about is how the Minnesota Timberwolves are into the conference finals, where they'll take off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Great series for the Thunder, winning in 7 games of Denver Nuggets. Great series that was right there. Got a little interesting in the beginning. Nuggets were kind of killing them at the start of that game, and then really Oklahoma City took over late towards the end of the first quarter, took off after that, and didn't look back. They won that series. It was a great series. Went to 7 games. Hard-fought battle, won by OKC, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander into his first conference finals, and the Edwards making it back there for its 2nd straight season with the help of Julius Randle. Now, Julius Randle last season was a New York Knick and got traded for Karl Anthony Towns. I put out in the Twitter poll this week on how that was just such a win-win trade. Karl Anthony Towns heading over to New York, Julius Randle heading over to Minnesota. Worked out great for Minnesota. They're in the conference finals. For the Knicks, they have the big bodega and one of the best stars in the NBA right now, Karl Anthony Towns, a big piece of why they're in the conference finals against the Indiana Pacers, who also made the conference finals last year with Tyrese Halliburton taking down the 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. Something to point out right here. We're going to have a new NBA champion, someone we haven't seen in the past 7 seasons. It's going to be great. Can't wait for it. Is it going to be the Thunder? Is it going to be the Timberwolves? Thunder never won a championship. Timberwolves can't tell you when they've won a championship. Knicks, not in my lifetime. Indiana, certainly not either. So it's going to be a great conference finals. Who will win the NBA championship? Leave your answer in the comments. Switch things over to MLB, where Juan Soto of my New York Mets is in a world of trouble. At least the media thinks so. Now, I consider myself part of the media, but I don't consider myself a part of the white noise trash media we've got right here with Juan Soto. They're saying that Juan Soto is disinterested in being with the Mets, that he's having a terrible time, that he's not having fun with it. Mind you, Francisco Lindor, in his first season of a 12-year contract with the New York Mets, was batting like 150 at this point in May. Now, Juan Soto is batting 250 with an expected average of 380. He's on fire, you could say. Juan Soto had a 1 rough series, but expected-wise, he's been doing fine. Just fine, everybody. And there's no cause of concern for me right here. He's unhappy? I don't care. He's with us for another 15 years. There's nothing you can do about it. And yes, he will have a great time in New York. So for people to say that he's unhappy, he wants to leave, well, he's not going anywhere. He's got another 15 years in this contract, whether he likes it or doesn't. But I think he does, everybody. Now, Baltimore Orioles, they are sitting at 15-31, and I think it's time to hit the panic button, everybody. You don't see teams come back from a 16-game differential and make the playoffs, make a World Series. But that's what this roster is, a World Series playoff roster. Now, I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to blow it up? Are they going to try to trade a few guys? Or are they going to go all in and go for big guys? That'd be a bad idea. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. But the Orioles, 15-31, a franchise that was once seemed to be a dynasty in the MLB, now 15-31. Colorado Rockies are somehow in a worse situation than the Baltimore Orioles. They are 8-39, everybody. I saw a thing on Twitter today saying, hey, imagine like you lived in Denver and you said, hey, I'm starting to be a baseball fan this season. How are what's that team? The Colorado Rockies doing? Oh, they're 8-39. Yeah, they're the worst team in MLB history. How does that sound? Yeah, Colorado Rockies are an embarrassment to baseball. It's their owner's fault. It's a lot of things' fault. But Colorado Rockies, 8-39. We'll finish our headlines in the NFL, where flag football just got approved in the Olympics, and NFL players will be allowed to play in it. I'm going to break down what I think that roster is going to look like later in the episode, but flag football in the Olympics, NFL players will be playing in it. Rookie Ashton Genty is going to have to change his stance from his Halloween stance, where I think a lot of people like me love it. Chip Kelly said, no. I know I'm a fun guy. I know I did a lot of 2-point conversions at Oregon. We're not doing that in the NFL. We're going to switch your stance. He said, maybe one day I can get it back, but for right now, I'm a rookie. I'm going to have to listen to him. Good attitude by Genty, not a good attitude by Chip Kelly. Let him keep the stance. The fans love it. Defenses probably hate it, and the offense is going to love it, and it's going to work out for you right there. Last thing in the headlines right here in the NFL. Cam Ward and Will Levis splitting reps per head coach Brian Callahan. Don't know how I feel about that. Will Levis really shouldn't be on this team anymore. Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick. How will he do in his rookie season? Leave your answer in the comments. That's about for the headlines this week.